New thinking. Albert Einstein said many, many years ago, great quote, you can't solve the problems of today with the same level of thinking that created them in the first place. We have to begin to shift our thinking. For years and years and years, we've heard outside the box, outside the box, outside the box. I'm here to tell you, folks, outside the box is actually just inside a bigger box. Would you agree? If you go outside the box, you're still tethered to the box. The game today is to throw the box away. Do you start your day with a to-do list? If you do, you start your day with a to-do list? Yeah? Some of you do? Anybody start their day differently other than with a to-do list? What do you start your day with? Priorities?
I start my day with prayer.
Prayer. Okay. That's a good one. I start my day with a blank yellow pad. The reason being is, do you know how we drag the to-do list from yesterday's to-dos into today? And then today's to-dos go to tomorrow. And before you know it, isn't it funny how that to-do list starts to get longer and longer and longer? Before you know it, you're looking at that list and you're saying, geez, I don't know how I'm going to get to done all these to-dos. And most of them don't even need to be done. Start your day. Try this for a week. It'll change your life. Start your day with a blank yellow pad. I call it no-box thinking. Throw the box away. You cannot clear the past of the baggage that you drag forward if you keep dragging yesterday's baggage forward to today. So try it for a week. You don't have to write anything on it. If nothing comes up, fine. Take 5 minutes. Start the day with a clean slate. That's the game, clean slate. No preconceived notions. Leave your notions, leave your beliefs back at yesterday. You would be amazed at how much creativity and imagination wells up inside of you when you start the day with a clean slate, as opposed to a to-do list. No box thinking. You cannot win the game, the new game, inside or outside the box. Throw the box away. This is fun. What business are you in? And if you've been with me before, Darren, don't give me the answer. What business are you in? Relationships. What else? Marketing. What else? Information. What else? The money business. Good. What else? The people business. Yes. Anything else? The experience business. Relationships. I'll tell you a story. Back in 1978, my first business was insurance. I got my insurance license. All right. I went into business for myself. Now, insurance didn't have the greatest reputation back then. And I wasn't exactly proud to walk out to parties and networking events and say, hey, I sell insurance, and I'm darn proud of it. Fastest way to clear out a room, right? So when people said to me, Mitch, what business are you in? I decided to come up with a different answer. Transportation. I help people get from point A to point B financially. And they'd all laugh and say, ha, 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 you sell insurance. Yeah, I do. But you know what? That answer changed the conversation. I've been sharing this for 27 years now. And in every audience, somebody comes up to me afterwards or they call me at some point and they say, you are not going to believe it. I've used the transportation business and it has absolutely changed the game. Now think about what you do for a second. What do you actually do? Don't you help people get from where they are to where they want to be? Folks, this is yes, this is no. Give me a high sign here. I don't care which one it is. Is that true or not true? Yes. Do you help people get from where they are to where they want to be? Yes. So what business are you in? You're in the transportation business. You see, you and I are so attached to our products and services, we believe we're in the products and services business, but we're not. Because products and services are really just vehicles. What are they vehicles to do? To solve problems. To what? To transport people. Do people really care so much about the products and services? What do they really care about? The experience, the result. They care about the destination, not the transportation. Look at your language, look at your copy, look at your brochures, look at everything, and see if your language speaks to transportation or destination. If your language speaks to transportation, start to shift your language. Outcomes. I had an incredible experience back in 1991 when I was working with a company. And I'm going to talk about this most important question, one most important question you must ask. And I know not one in 1,000 companies ask this question. One question you absolutely must ask. I asked this question to one of my clients. I said to him, why do you buy from me? How many of you ask every single customer, why do you buy from me? Every customer. Look at this. Is this astounding? But it's not unusual. And I'm guilty of it too. So it's not like, this emperor has no clothes. All right? But I did ask that one customer, why do you buy from me? He said, Mitch, you're the only consultant that we've ever brought in here who not only talks about marketing, but you talk about sales and you talk about service. He says, you actually talk about the whole process. So I said, let me get this straight. Are you saying that I'm the only consultant who talks about how you attract, convert, and keep customers? He said, yes. I said, thank you, dinner's on me. See, if you start to ask your customers that one question, why do you buy from me? Why do you do business with us? What caused you to select us over all the other people that you could buy from? Your customers, your clients will tell you exactly in their language why you're in business. And so that became my proposition. When somebody said, Mitch, what do you do? I help companies attract, convert, and keep more customers. Which of those would you like to do better? That was it. And I was winning business over other sales consultants and marketing consultants and customer service reps. Why? When somebody asked them what they did, they said sales training. And the company would say, oh, we're good, thank you. Did you ever get that answer? When you ask somebody for a business, they say, we're good, thank you. It'll stop happening if you shift your language from what you do in terms of your products and services to the outcomes, solutions, benefits, and results you produce. And there's only one way for you to find that out. How? Ask, what question are you going to go back and ask every single customer now? Thank you. That's a question that will change your business, I promise you. See, there's three things you need to know. You need to know what a person's destination is. If you don't know where a person wants to go, how can you help them get there? I mean, you could just jam your product and service down their throat, but more than likely, they're not going to be all that receptive. The second thing you need to know, the departure and arrival date. Imagine if you got on an airline, they said, where are you going? I'm going to Las Vegas. Okay, good, we'll book you. Excuse me, don't you want to know when? Nah, we're just going to pick a flight. You be there. That would work, wouldn't it? No. You need to know the departure and arrival dates. And what else do you need to know? You need to know the preferred mode of travel. Here's another phenomenal question that 1 in 100 companies ever ask. How do you prefer to get your information? Do you have marketing videos? You have marketing videos? You have marketing audios? You have all kinds of modalities, right? By a show of hands, how many of you prefer to read? Prefer to read? Okay, good. How many of you prefer to listen to what you're okay, good, about equal. How many of you prefer to watch? All right. How about getting it face-to-face? Belly to belly, the old-fashioned way. Some of you like that? That's still in vogue, isn't it, occasionally? How about on the phone? Folks, the telephone is going to make a major resurgence. Now that they've gotten rid of all the riffraff and all the calls at 6 o'clock at night, selling you dial-up service or whatever, the telephone is going to make a major comeback. We're actually putting together a program called the new Game of Tele Marketing. And I believe that by adding the telephone to whatever other modality, you're going to jump your sales. And now all of a sudden you see even internet marketers are using what? What are they using? Teleseminars. What else? Those bridge calls, right? Hey, this is Mitch. Just wanted to remind you, you've got a seminar coming up in 3 hours. Okay? Telephone is coming back, folks. Get really good at the telephone. So the question is, what vehicles do you provide that transport people to where they want to go? Write down 3 things that you provide right now that transport people from where they are to where they want to go in your business. Just write down 3 quick things.